don't think this nigga solid. I 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 don't think this nigga solid.
We do. Word.
These niggas is addicted to this dopamine.
Performative and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The amp to the crowd.
Not performative. No, it's dopamine. The punchline is dopamine.
Like now we're going into the battle rapper things and rapping on wax. I feel like you and Jay Mills and Cassidy respectfully have all opened up a lane for battle rappers that usually are used to being on stage to now getting creative and making records and songwriting. And I feel like some of the artists are taking advantage of that opportunity, and I feel like some aren't. Why do you think certain artists aren't taking advantage of the moment that is being created right now, especially between you and Jay Mills, with being consistent, bringing the music videos and bringing the creative side of rapping on wax versus the stage?
They're slaves.
Slaves to the battle, or slave to the game?
They're slaves to the deposits. Slaves to the deposit. That's the reality of the situation. It's the reality of it.
Right.
There's no reason why a battler sees Jay Mills. Not even me. It's not even about me, because I only did it because somebody paid somebody. But there's no reason why a battler sees Jay Mills and doesn't see a bunch of money waiting for them. This is simple math.
Right.
Simple math. And the fact that they only want that upfront check so that they can rap in front of each other, they missing out on 5 revenue streams.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
And maybe 6. And the fact that one check is all that they there for, the deposit and then the back end, it just lets you know that they are slaves to the battle rap space. They are slaves to it.
And does that also mean that there's a lack of love for the art now, and it's kind of going back to like you're just in it only for the money? Is that also what you're implying as well too? Because that's what it feels like when I see it myself as a fan.
I think a lot of it is like this. You got to look at it like the slam dunk contest. A lot of the celebrities, a lot of the big artists, the big players don't want to be in a slam dunk contest. They don't want to lose.
Ego.
It's a lot of ego.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ego. And you know, when you and also the imperfections show in the studio. You know, the imperfection show in the studio, the same way the imperfection show on the stage, but on music, it lives forever.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are doing the battles, and a shout out to the battles and the battle rappers. But some of that stuff is hidden now. It's hidden behind apps. It's hidden behind paywalls. So it's not even getting the viewership that they say that they want. You want to, if you want the viewership, go on YouTube, find a beat, make a blog, diss Jay Mills, diss Cassidy, don't diss me, because I don't want to do any of that. and then drop your record, and then rinse and repeat. And I don't understand it. You make money hand over fist. You make YouTube money. You make the Bandcamp money. You make the merch money. You make the distribution on DSP money.
Yep.
I don't like what
we doing.
What? What are we doing? What are we doing here? It doesn't. They not using their brains, man.
And I'm glad you said that, because I'm watching like, all right, as a guy like me, I'm not familiar with every artist in the battle scene, but if you dropping records and making music, you're going to get fans, which like you said, is going to generate more revenue. You're going to get monetized. Like, you're going to open up so much more if you drop music versus blog, because nobody really cares about what you got to say as far as like if somebody's dissing you on record. We want to hear what you got to say back on record.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
We got to wait 3 weeks for a battle.
That don't make no sense. With all these resources today, it should take you 48 hours to come up with a track and mix and master.
Yes.
And if you a battle MC, go ahead.
I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. You know, like
Right.
let's take the plague for instance. I'm making the money off the YouTube views. So I'm making YouTube view money. I put it out on Bandcamp for pre-order for those who really wanted to get the music first. That's the second stream. The third stream is going to go on DSPs. So now people are going to be able to buy it there and stream it there. That's the third stream. The fourth stream is I publish the songs. So I get I get paid off the ASCAP and BMI. Well, the BMI, really. That's the fourth stream. And I could have got a fifth stream if I would have did some merchandise. Why are they so comfortable with just getting an upfront check right in 3 rounds and then getting your back end when you're done? And then you got to live with the scrutiny of messing up and all of it. Respectfully, I could do all of that from this command center that I have here. I only spent I did 7 records. I spent maybe $1,000. If I told you how much money I'm going to make, it's going to sound like I'm a Mount Rushmore candidate getting a battle check.
And that's the thing other people ain't seeing, man. And it's funny because it's like like in these battles, I feel like people aren't using the momentum and the consistency aspect of it. Like you and Mills are using the momentum that you guys have and being consistent. And I don't see why these other guys aren't doing it. Like you're killing your own buzz. You kill your entire buzz that way. And then don't let it be lackluster, because that's another thing. The more anticipation usually means it's going to be lackluster, because now you're overhyping it and you're over ready and over seizing the moment. So
right.
you know,
I'm kind of happy that I'm out of this space now with these battle rappers, because they just cherish views. That's all they care about.
Right.
Forget what the person is saying. You don't got enough views to talk to me. It's like, what? But you engage with me, and now so you don't have the views. What are you talking about, bruh?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You see, this the thing. Like when I drop, it might not get the millions of views, but the people that watch my shit shift culture. You know what I'm saying? They make shit happen. So a person that sees my shit, I'd rather have a king watch my shit than a whole bunch of peasants, respectfully.
I agree with that. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have music supervisors watch my shit than regular fans. I'd rather have tastemakers watch my shit, stylists. Like, I've always been the tastemaker guy. So like the tastemakers and the people in power is watching my shit, along with some fans. So if somebody has 1 million views on me and I only got 70,000 views, but that person with a million views is struggling and I'm out here getting all of the opportunities, who's actually winning?
Winning. Exactly. Well said.
You know what I'm saying?
Well
I think that's been the story of my career since 2007. I'm always doing something that nobody's ever done before. Right. Always.
Pushing the culture forward and being different is always a big factor in changing things, for sure.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
Battle rappers they got into this space where it's about the punchline.
Is that because of the stage, you feel like, versus not knowing how to separate that on wax?
Yes.
I feel like there's levels to it.
Yes. These niggas is addicted to this dopamine.
Performative and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The amp to the crowd.
Not performative. No. It's dopamine. The punchline is dopamine. It's literally dopamine. Not just for the people that are listening in the crowd, for the people that are listening on the stage with the rapper, and for the listener at home. Is dopamine. And what happens when you get too much dopamine? After a while, you become numb to it. And now some people, when they become numb to it, stop using it or stop being involved with it, and they move on. And then there are others who are still addicted to the dopamine. That's what this is. It's there's nothing but a punchline festival. That's what it is. That's why Verbalize was the first record I dropped. Let me get the dopamine out the way, because this is not what it's going to be for the rest of the week. You're going to actually need to use your brain when you because there's other aspects to a pen. That's what this plague was to show them. There's other aspects to a pen, not just punchlines.
And I liked your 7 Plague series, man, because once again, you did show multiple facets and multiple styles on how to diss somebody. Like every single track, I felt like I got something different every single time, even to the point where you threw a letter in there. You know what I'm saying? You was writing letters, you was doing a whole bunch of different things, man. So I gotta respect that. Like once again, like, and I think that angle was different from what I've seen before, because it was 7 straight days. It was a cerebral approach, and it was more of an attack on the character of somebody. Like I felt like I got to know a little bit about Verb, you know what I'm saying, based off of what you was putting in there, versus like, I just don't like this dude, I'm disrespectful, and I'm just gonna rap. Like you was pulling and playing from things, and then you go online and see stuff, and then people, you know, you was playing into all those games, and I like that approach about it. And on top of that, it was consistent, and you kept with the momentum. You know what I mean? And you kept stopping. Like I think that intimidates artists when you guys get into that bag, because you don't see, sometimes they drop a track in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it really, I don't think they can keep up with the pace, which is crazy, because I'm like, doesn't everybody have the same access to the same studios, same producers, like get a free producer? Like why is there no effort? There's a lack of competitive spirit.
Because they don't, yes, it's the lack of competitive spirit.
You know?
And again, it's the deposit.
That's crazy.
It's the deposit. It's like the best way to describe it. And again, I think that these battle rappers are extremely talented. I'm not talking down on what it is that they do. I think all of these MCs probably don't want to do the dopamine shit. And they're getting paid by the supplier to give the work to the fans. The fans are the ones that are addicted to the dopamine. But the rappers don't want to do that style of rap all the time. They don't. I promise you they don't. Yeah. I promise you they don't. I mean, you look at the first incarnation of MCs in the battle space, they were all different and had different styles. Now everybody's just a punchline MC.
Right.
If you don't have a punchline, you might lose the battle.
Is that because you feel like it's the consumers that allow that? Because, you know, even with songs that come out, people don't even like songs that are 3 minutes long anymore, or 5 minutes. Like, you know, I've been saying that listening to disses. I'm like, why is this disc 2 minutes? But some people like that because the attention span. Do you feel like that's because of the attention span and the lack of trying to comprehend?
It's the dopamine.
Yeah, like it's just the dopamine. It's just, it'll always go back to the dopamine.
It's the dopamine, man. Like, yeah, I gave Roy 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I gave him 6 minutes. But like Truffaut and Verb, like they got like 3 minutes and 14 seconds. And like maybe some 3 minutes and change.
Yep.
But I knew the type of fan, you know what I'm saying, I know everything. I know the fan that was going to listen to this Royce record. I know the fan that was going to listen to these Verb and Truffaut records. And if I diss a younger artist, I know what I have to do. I know that the diss is going to have to be 2 minutes long. Yeah, one chorus in the beginning, one chorus at the end, and a strong 16.
Yeah.
But that's because I understand I understand the art of war, man. A lot of these guys, they just want to write, man. That's it.
Agreed. I ain't gonna lie. As a listener, I 100% agree. So would you say you think there's still a chance to save battle rap, or do you think it's toast because of the dopamine aspect?
Toast. It's toast.
Even with it didn't Smack or URL just put out a trailer too of trying to revitalize? You don't think even with that coming back, you don't see it being brought back up again? Nothing. It's just done.
I think that the artists are doing everything in their power to keep it to where it is, and it will always be a space for it. The same way when you look at the Terminator, there's a resistance that is fighting the machine. So there's always going to be somewhere where there is a community of something that people enjoy. There's still disco still is alive and prevalent. That doesn't mean that disco is the most popular genre of music. So there will always be a space for battle rap, always, because there's a fan base for it. There's a desire for it. But in it getting to a higher level, and that's done.
That's it.
Not only is it not, there's no RPM, there's no big RPM payout for it on YouTube anymore because of the cursing and the violence and the racial remarks. Like,
all right.
So what's gonna happen? And then there's nobody pushing the envelope. There's nobody attempting to do something like lyrically that's never been done before.
It's getting repetitive.
It's dopamine. Respectfully,
right.
There's nothing wrong with dopamine for people who like dopamine. There's nothing wrong with people getting high, right? But after a while, it's like, oh, I don't want to get high anymore. I want something else.
I want a different fix or a different vice or whatever you want to say with that.
Yes.
One. And I think that's why. And I think that's why it's important for the artists to kind of engage with battling on wax, because people listen to records a lot more than they're going towards battle rap. That's just my opinion.
Right.
That's just my opinion at the end of the day.